What's up, Amy? Good morning. Oh, what's up, Robert? CrossFit Bell Red.
Robert.
Is that Jesse? Logging into the wrong account again?
Jesse. Why do you say Robert? Richard. Richard? Jason.
Hey, what's up, Jason? There she is. Cool. So this week programming changes. Gonna focus on more of a upper push, lower pull today. Going through a good warm up, more strength-based stuff. I'm trying to end with getting your heart rate up a little bit. And so, yeah.
Don't sweat it.
So let's start here. We got 4 exercises here in the warm-up. We're going to do an incline bridge, we're going to do a bear plank, we're going to do that Ironman drill that we haven't done in a little bit, and then a band pull apart. And so the big thing we want to focus on here with some of these exercises in our warm-up is our starting positions and our ending positions of some of our main exercises. And since I'm like working on the curriculum for writing this whole online course thing for trainers or just people who want more in-depth detail about training, it's been nice to organize my thoughts and give you guys, more pointers on how to just maximize really utilizing these basic movements. So with the incline bridge, we're gonna go heels up either on a couch or a chair, and then from here as we work up, digging through the heels, squeezing our butt. I don't care that you go. Let me get you some bench here. I don't even care if you go up all the way. The big thing is focusing on really keeping that tension through the hamstrings as I roll up and really just maximizing tension through the leg and not overextending my back to try to really arch to come up really high, right? We just want to maximize that our hamstrings are driving, our tailbone is tucked, and then from here, I don't have to go very high, you can feel a lot of tension. That's mostly what we're looking for. And this will build into our Ironman drill and some of the tension that I want you to feel in your ending positions when you lock out your hinges today, when you lock out basically whatever standing motion. It could be a squat, later in the week. When we're extending our hips, we want to maximize the squeeze coming from our hamstrings and glutes and not so much our lower back, right? So we're working on about 10 of these. Should feel those hammies. Over time, as that position, becomes more comfortable, as you build it. Hey, what's up, Caroline? Everybody joining. Should be able to feel like it's easier to lock out with our hips and not using our back so much. Next one we're going to do is a bear plank, and again, this is actually a starting and ending position when we're talking about push-ups. So the big difference between like the push-up and the dumbbell press or like a bench press is that we're really reaching with a push-up. With the press, we're mostly keeping our shoulder blades fixed. Here, we want our shoulder blades moving across our back, and so our starting position here, all fours, I'm thinking about actually getting a little bit of a reach and pushing my rib cage and my sternum towards the ceiling. So I'm getting a little bit of roundedness in my shoulders and my upper back. And then from here, I'm going to actually push my knees off the floor. I'm keeping my weight forward over my hands so that I can really try to feel tension kind of underneath the armpit and in the abs. Taking a big breath. The more air you get out, the more your ribs are going to push up and back towards the ceiling, allowing you to get good position for your shoulder blades. And really reach. For some people, this is really challenging to really get that big reach and still be able to breathe and get a good amount of roundedness in this part of the back. We're not super flexed, right? But we are wanting to reach so we can really get some of those muscles underneath the armpit working. Super important, especially if you got tension in your neck and upper back or traps and stuff like that. The more we can build more of that tension underneath the armpits, tends to kind of counter that. We're going 5 to 8 of those. You just press. Sometimes it can be challenging on the wrists too, right? But we should be able to do this. Okay. Next thing, you're going to need a wall I know Janelle's used the couch at one point. Maybe you can use that wall. I put the beanbag there. There's a knee pad, but.
Yeah.
What that?
For couch.
No, this is going to be the Iron Man. So, from here, you're going to go feet flat into the wall. You're going to go from the kneeling position, right? This is cramp city for some people. Like your hamstrings are going to cramp up, so be careful. From here, we're going to start nice and tall. So, it's not about leaning forward. It's more about trying to get as much of my foot on the wall. I can really only get my balls of my feet because of the way the wall's built. But I'm thinking about driving my back pockets towards the floor, tucking my butt, head nice and tall. And then from here, if I lean forward just a little bit, the only thing keeping me from falling should be my hamstrings, right? And my butt, hopefully a little bit. Mostly hamstrings. And this is kind of like a plank. As I come forward, I'm holding on to tension. It's just building awareness of the hamstrings so that when I come to lock out a hinge, boom, this is what I'm focused on, right? And sometimes I'll have people do that. I'll have them kind of in this kneeling position and just go through a couple hinges. You can try that. You sit back, you sit up, squeezing your butt. Everything stays nice and tall. What we're not going to do is kind of arch our back out and like let our ribs fall out, and not what we're looking for. And in this position, we're looking to just get good tension for about 20 to 30 seconds. We're going back and forth, getting about 5 to 8 reps. Again, just feeling those hamstrings a little bit more, so that when we go to stand and do our RDLs later, boom, our lockout is heels. Trying to feel those hamstrings. We're gonna do a band pull part here. I'll just do it from seated because of our camera angles today. So one thing, we're gonna be working on a lot of pushing, and it's hard enough to get enough pulling variations in with the limitations in equipment. So we're just gonna add these in to make sure that we're getting some balance of pulling. And let's go 15 of these. If you don't have a band, you can do some reverse fly, where you kind of come forward, or you're seated, and then you're squeezing those shoulder blades with some light dumbbells. Okay, back to the incline bridge. More hamstrings. Hamstrings and abs are really the first things that we start to attack in our programming with new clients. Super important muscle groups. I think my hamstrings are going to be sore today. Especially all that sitting I've been doing. These hamstrings need the extra work. Dang it, no. Take your time. Well, hey, what's up, Jane? Good to see you again. And here, so like I said, this all fours position is really a starting and ending position for the push-up. And then all fours, I'm bringing my weight forward so my eyes come over my fingertips, pushing my rib cage away from the floor. I'm gonna bridge up on my knees, or up off my knees about 1 inch. I'll have you think about trying to hold that position for as long as you can exhale and hold. Like, keep those knees off the ground, big exhale. When you need to inhale, just bring the knees down nice and slow. And then you exhale, reach. Trying to feel more of that tension of getting into the armpits. How's it feel? So when we do our push-ups today, that's really the tension we want to feel at the top. So shoulder blades come together, boom, shoulder blades come apart, and I'm really reaching away from the floor. Getting lots of abs, not letting my lower back and my ribs fall out.
I'm gonna be a pro at this place.
blinded everybody with the light. Too cool? So here, nice and tall. You're trying to draw your tailbone underneath you. Should have a straight line between your knee, your hip, your shoulder, and your head, right? If you're kind of falling out here, that's not really what we're looking for. We're trying to stay nice and tall. If there was a pole through your body, from your spine, the top of your head, all the way down to the floor, like, it's gonna stay like that as you fall forward. Just bringing awareness to those hamstrings. So continue to think about driving my back pockets towards the floor. Shift to your hamstrings. Don't try not to cramp though. That's not necessarily what we're looking for. These are just awareness drills. It doesn't have to be all out effort. You can do that later.
Can you do my workout with me, Sean? What?
We'll see.
You can do one.
See how it goes. Band pull apart.
Don't you guys agree he should do one of my workouts?
If it looks like that, I don't know.
It's fun.
We gotta chat about programming anyway. I do want you to do tomorrow because I think the exercises that I had in mind were your specialty.
For what?
It's just burpees tomorrow. That's like an hour of burpees.
So you better join. Can't wait.
I'm just kidding. It's not. I wouldn't do that to you.
I would. Let's see how many we can get in 60 minutes.
Oh my god, that would suck. That would get so boring after like 3 minutes.
No, I did 1,000 calories on the bike.
Were you bored?
Hours. No, I was watching Tangled and Walk.
Alright, we got a few exercises here. With the swings, we're going to do 3 rounds here. Just continue to warm up. Let me change the camera here a little bit. So, we got swings. We got an explosive sit-up. And we got seal jacks. So with the swing, I actually want you to try and go with your heaviest weight that you have. And we're going to do like 8 reps of being explosive, powerful, working on snapping those hips. And then we'll get to the explosive sit-up. So 8 swings. Heaviest weight, I think the heaviest weight I have is 20 kg. We need to get like a 28 at least. Guess I need to go buy some more equipment. Everything is out. I've been trying to look for equipment for clients and it's, the kettlebell places are not working. Okay, 8 reps. Tipping the bell, big hike. You can do this with a dumbbell too if you have a dumbbell. Snapping those hips. Next thing you got is that explosive sit-up. So, going on our back. I might just keep that dumbbell right, or that kettlebell right underneath me. From here, we can use the arms here as momentum to sit up. We're gonna do 10. Just like you're throwing a ball at the wall or at Janelle. She'll throw it back though. That's the problem. And she'll throw it back a lot harder. And now we got 10 seal jacks. Janelle's new favorite count song.
What?
Janelle did a bunch of hill sprints yesterday, so her calves are toast. Catch your breath. Like I said, if everything you have is a dumbbell, you can still do the swings. It's just a little more awkward to hold. What's up, Tasha? I think that's Tasha. Oh no, it's still Jane. whatever outline of your picture looks kind of like Tasha. It's a beautiful day. It's supposed to be raining today. Alright, back to the swing. 8. You guys are really working on feeling those glutes. Squeeze. Back to the sit-up. For 10. Seal jack. 10. Guess I should have just made everything 10. Oh. Last round. And then we're going to get right into, we're going to do single arm overhead press. This is RDLs, that's the thing. RDL, single arm press. We're going to work on lots of tension. Who dat?
Emily.
What's up, Emily? Happy birthday. Slade.
Woohoo.
I saw that it was your birthday. And last round, swing. The idea was to have like a really heavy weight to do 8 of, but I figure I'm pretty limited. I assume you guys are too. Somebody else, who's that? Somebody fitness.
I'm guessing Kyle.
What's up, Kyle? And seal jacks. Last seal jack.
Kay Wilson.
Kay Wilson. What's up, Kay Wilson? There we go. There's a squeaky part of the floor there. Okay. So in our overhead press, we are going to try and go relatively heavy weight. Single arm. Big thing we're focusing on in our starting position is squeezing our butt, trying to keep our ribs down as we press up. It's okay to arch a little bit with the overhead press, but ideally the more we can control our rib cage and our abs and our butt, should be getting some better mechanics and a stronger position to start from. I'm going to try the 20 kg, see how it goes. Your goal is to shoot for 5 to 8 reps. Just depends on how much weight you have. We're gonna end up doing 3 rounds between strict press, all the way down, all the way through. I really like doing these with the kettlebell. It's just, it seems like a more comfortable position for my body. 5 to 8. You're working on squeeze, bring it down in control. Squeeze, you can squeeze that other hand, squeeze your butt, squeeze your quads. Got it. We're trying to create a lot of tension here, okay? why, but my left side is so much easier to press. I still haven't figured out what it is about that. You gotta have more air on this side. Next thing we got is heavy RDL, so I'll be going with 40 pounds here. Again, the tempo is 3 to 5 seconds on the way down. Really trying to get back in those hips, and then coming up in control. Trying to maintain tension throughout the whole thing. Even when you come up to the top and get a squeeze, go right back into it. Squeeze, keeping our back flat. Really trying to get back in our hips, stay in the heels. I'm not going to come up super explosive with this one. I'm coming up with tension and just control as I lock my hips out. Ideally we're going to get about 8 of these. Catch your breath for a second. One thing when we're creating a lot of tension like this, we can take a little bit of rest. A little bit of rest is good, so that when we get back to our reps are quality. On the next round of things, we're going to be doing push-ups, more of that reaching position. We're actually going to be doing as many reps as we can, so it's going to be more to failure, called mechanical failure, which will be challenging, but it'll be good, because we won't hit anything similar to it until Thursday, so I'll make you a little sore. Ideally you'd be a little sore from some of the stuff. Swing. We're going back and forth between the RDL and the overhead press. The next round of things will be the push-up. We got 3 rounds of this stuff. Back to the press. As I said, just rest. And when you're ready here, get back to those presses. 5 to 8, depending on your weight. Should be getting pretty close to failure by the time we end. Or maybe you need to buy some heavier weights, which is tough. Hopefully challenging your grip a little bit here too.
Professor Bagel's here.
Mr. Bagel? Professor Bagel? breath, give yourselves a minute here, and then we got one more round each. You know, I just can't wait. She's so excited to. I need to get more of that ice cream. It's good ice cream.
Full tilt.
Full tilt.
Yeah, that ice cream came with the package you got us. Boo-boo. So thank you.
Yeah, the ice cream was super good.
Full tilt. Mayan chocolate. Dairy free. Ice cream.
Whew, only able to get 6 on that last round. Last RDL. And then we got push-ups and single leg RDLs coming up. And my grip is toast. So, because I can't see you and what you're doing at home, whether you go to an inclined surface, like a bench or a couch, whether you go down to your knees, it doesn't matter. What we're going to focus on is going all the way down. Chest is on the floor. You're going to bring your hands off the floor for a second, and then push. And that'll be a full rep. All the way locked out. Chest on the ground, hands come off, and we call it a hand release push-up. Making sure that every rep is consistent. So when you can't push yourself up, when you have mechanical failure, if you're doing some weird stuff where like one side is pushing you, as soon as it isn't fluid, stop. We're not trying to get hurt. We're not trying to strain through things on this. There's a time to do that, and it's not today. So let's do it. As many reps as you can, all the way down. Try not to rest too long on the bottom. It's just hands release, right back up. How many? Ooh, 16.
I got 17.
This is how we play rummy too. What did you get? 100. Wow, 105. Oh, shoulders are feeling that one. So now we're going to a single leg RDL, and shake your shoulders out, shake your grip out for a second, and we're gonna go with ideally two weights, as we go into that single leg RDL position. Whether you have carpet or something that'll help your back leg slide, that'd be great. How's that feel with 30? I was gonna go to 30s.
Too bad.
You know, maybe do the 40s. If you have to go real heavy, I would do it. Just do less reps, like around 5. Up to 8, depending on, again, just how challenging it is. So the 40s, I think these are going to be pretty tough for me. So I might just do like 5 on each side. Maybe I can do 8. Maybe not. You do both sides, right?
Yeah.
Cruising. Nice thing about taking our time here is we get good rest, so on our next set of push-ups, hopefully we can get a good amount of reps and not let the fatigue slow us down. Alright, we're going to get back to those push-ups here. As many as you can until you start to break down. And 10. My shoulders are pretty sharp from those overhead press.
16.
16 again? Or 15? You got more this time? How the hell's that work? You can rest a little bit here in between. You can jump in there. You can tell the difference between, you know, Janelle's workouts and my workout. She's ready to go. Non-stop.
Ready, what's rest?
Janelle doesn't know rest. I'm still trying to figure out how Janelle has so much energy. This has been the big mystery
Oh yeah.
since the day I met her. It's like, how the hell does she do it?
You know best. We got one more round of those push-ups. Already else, who else is here? Mitch Wolf! What's up, dude? Gonna have to get a massage from Janelle later. Those push-ups, big reach at the top, really get those abs engaged. Last round, Try to write down your total because at the end of the month we're going to test this again. Ideally we're going to be able to get more reps. We'll see about the programming.
Thanks.
Alright. Catch your breath here. We're gonna end here with a finisher. Okay, we got like 6 people in here. That's cool. What's up, everybody? Today, the finisher is gonna be a workout we did a while back, probably about a month ago. 21-15-9 snatch, alternating snatch, and swing. The difference today is I actually want you to go all the way to the floor with a dumbbell. We've had a lot of practice with the snatches and the positioning and instruction from Janelle, so everybody should be safe to do the full version of this. Oh, look who showed up. The wolf. 21-15-9 time, swing, alternating knee, dumbbell snatch. I guess I'll do it like right here.
You gonna try hard this time?
We'll see. You got a timer? What you want? Timer. I guess it's more like a stopwatch, right? You're fine.
It's only 7:40.
Good. Tearing through stuff.
Ready?
Everybody ready? Got your dumbbell and your kettlebell or whatever you're gonna do this with ready? 21-15-9, alternating dumbbell snatch and swings. Ready? Go. Come on, use that back.
Keep going, keep going. Here we go, last round. Last set. 99. Here we go. Pick her up. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Last one. 9. Here we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5:04 minus like 4 seconds. 5 minutes.
Oh man.